Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. How are you? My name is Samantha, and I am the co publisher and co creator of EPIC, EPIC Tri County CT. EPIC stands for Empowering People and Inspiring Community, and EPIC Tri County CT is a multifaceted positive media platform that we bring to you in the form of a beautiful print publication. That print publication comes out every 2 months. We also have digital subscriptions available. We'll be sharing a link on that. We have our epic interviews right here live every day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 11 a.m. So we are multifaceted. We are everywhere. And when I say we, I mean myself, Samantha, and also my beautiful co-publisher and co-creator, Lisa. Lisa is always, always, always behind the scenes, working the comments, making sure that the sound is okay. So please let Lisa know that you're here with us. Just give us a comment. Let us know a scale of 1 to 10. How are you? How are you today? Our hope always is that you are closer to the 10. If you aren't at a 10 at this moment, our hope and our desire is that you are closer to that 10 or a 10 by the time this interview is over. So again, for those just joining us, my name is Samantha, and I'm honored to be here on behalf of EPIC. I have a few things that I need to get right out of the way. Okay, right out of the way. Many of you know, and if you don't, I'm house sitting right now for a family member, and she has two beautiful dogs who love to talk every time they hear me talking. So I literally am finding places to broadcast this epic interview in this house. Today, I am in just a random bedroom, so it looks a little different. Yesterday, I was sitting by this pile of shoes. I'm telling you that because that is our level of dedication to you. We're going to come to you every chance we get, show up 100%. So that is why it's a little quirky this week, and I appreciate your patience and your understanding. That being said, I want to thank Reverend Carolyn Swift Jones, who was on yesterday with me. Reverend Carolyn is a beautiful, beautiful Reverend intuitive counselor. And from what I understand, there were some sound issues with our broadcast, and we apologize for that, but it's live and that's what happens. So I want to just thank Reverend Carolyn for hanging with me. We will post the YouTube replay. We will be bringing Reverend Carolyn back for another candid conversation on spiritual responsibility and the gifts that she brings. I just wanted to thank her and acknowledge her that we do hear you, Reverend Carolyn, and we see you and we thank you. That brings me to just a few announcements because I have a beautiful guest waiting to come on, and I'll be introducing Marie in a moment. But I wanted just to let everybody know that one important part of EPIC is the need and the desire to share events that are happening around our state and now with Zoom and the internet around our world, right? Because we can broadcast to anywhere, we can have students from all over the world. So events are very, very important. Lisa's going to be sharing the event link to our page, www.epictricountyct.com. That has the full listing of events that you can go to. They have live links so you can go and actually register for these events from this page. So check that out. Also in our print publication, we have it. I think there's 2 full pages of events. Our events are listed there. And of course, we're going to try to, we do try to bring them through our interviews. So there's a couple I want to mention. There's an event coming up tomorrow at the Bridge, and the Bridge is located in Farmington. That is a sound healing and outdoor meditation. That is all being practiced with safe social distancing and in a safe way so we can enjoy the Calvin Young sounds at the beautiful and in the beautiful environment of the Bridge, right? So that's tomorrow between 6 and 7:30. You can find more information on the Bridge's website or on their Facebook page. We also have another concert Saturday, the 25th at Avant Garde in Brantford with Bradford Tilden. That is from 7 until 8:30. You can find out more about that again on our site and throughout our Facebook post. On Sunday, okay, if we're beginning to reemerge and go to these places practicing safe social distancing. But if you're still more comfortable learning and connecting from home, on Sunday, Walter Lubbock is having a free Zoom healing, and that information is available on our website again. And also, we're going to be telling you about a special page that we created just for the multiple Zoom classes that Walter and Marie bring to us. So we'll go into that in a minute, which is a beautiful segue to my next guest, Marie. I'm not even going to say, she just told me her name and I'm not going to hack it up. Marie, I'm going to try it. Marchesseault, but we'll see. She's going to correct me. Marie is a beautiful healer, teacher, Rainbow Reiki, master, teacher, guide, beautiful soul, who's helped me both on a personal level and a professional level. So without any further introduction, because many people know Marie, she's touched many lives and she continues to do so. So let's bring her forward. As we know, our angels and our guides are working with our technology today, and there is beautiful Marie. So tell me, right off the bat, tell me that name again.
Marchesseault.
I say it, and then as soon as I go live, I go, oh,
It's
goodness.
okay. Believe me, I often get calls and they say, "Is this Marie?" And I said, "Oh, that's okay. Just call me Marie."
I love it. I love it. Thank you for being part of Epic Interviews again, and bringing your light and sharing your gifts with us. Um, you want to tell our community a little bit about yourself? I know many of our followers and our tribe know about Marie. How many people have said, "Oh, I took singing bowls with Marie. I took an angel class with Marie." So tell us, who's Marie?
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I appreciate all that you and Lisa are doing too. You do great work and very much appreciate it. Well, I started out in life, my professional life, as a nurse, and then became a speech language pathologist and specialized in communication, and learning learning about the new research in regard to phonology, setting up reading programs for children and assistive technology and all of that kind of thing. I had a great career, and during that time, I also was studying all kinds of healing modalities, and became a Usui master in 2001, I believe it was, and was practicing and teaching, and met Walter Lubeck at a Reiki International retreat that William Rand used to have in New York every year. Now he only has them in Sedona, but Walter was speaking, and he was going to be coming to the United States in the spring, and I was there with two friends. And as soon as we heard him and that he was going to come to the United States to teach, the three of us just looked at each other and said, "We are doing this," because we just knew that this would expand our knowledge and our skills, and spiritually we felt that connection. So for the next few years, we traveled to Tennessee twice a year for about 2 weeks at a time to learn a lot. Yes, so that by 2007, I was a Rainbow Reiki master, and I opened a practice and with the Rainbow Reiki, and then Walter, I began hosting him in the United States in 2012, I think it was the first time I began hosting him, and that lasted up to about 2015, which I became a new level of Rainbow Reiki, what they call the first Dan. Walter is always expanding and altering things so that there is more strength, more power, and more efficiency to his methods and his program. So you are constantly growing. I mean, Walter teaches over 200 different types of classes.
I see that.
And some of them are within the realm of the Rainbow Reiki system, so that you progress within that. But there are so many outside of it. For example, the Akashic records reading. You don't need any Rainbow Reiki background to take those. And I took that class, and it's wonderful to be able to provide those readings for people, because they add another element of understanding the why, the motivation behind the issues and the karmic implications and how to healing all that within an hour. Within an hour, you can do all that, and it has a wonderful result for people.
Yeah.
So he's teaching soon. He's teaching clairvoyance and precognition, for which there are no pre-requirements. On the other hand, there are many wonderful classes you take, but you have to have Rainbow Reiki 1 and 2. And some of these classes are things like professional practitioner, in which you you learn how to use this beautiful crystal. Let me just pick it up.
I have to say that I loved learning from Walter.
This is called the Laotian, and it actually comes from the Lemurian tradition, because Rainbow Reiki comes from the Lemurian tradition. Walter remembers his past lives and all the wonderful things that he did as a high priest. So this little wand can do all kinds of healing. All kinds of healing things, like in 3 minutes, provide 10. Well, most of them are 3 minutes, and things like bringing one in closer contact with divine feminine energies, the great goddess, experiencing her comfort, stabilizing energies, transforming energies into positive ones. And there's this wonderful 10-minute process of regenerating energies. Oh, wow, does that work? Let me tell you, I've helped people dispel kidney stones thanks to this, and so many other things. So there are 2 courses of a practitioner, which one includes this, and another one includes using spiritual acupressure to heal all kinds of things, and so that you learn certain acupressure points that you apply at a certain Rainbow Reiki method to, that sends healing energies, so that you are affecting the various meridians related to these acupressure points, and therefore supply healing to, again, a wide variety. If you name it, it'll go there.
So the acupressure aspect of the spiritual acupressure, is that something that can be done both in person or distance?
Absolutely, and that's one of the beauties of Rainbow Reiki. Every method can be done either in person or through distance. Even when you take that first level class, you learn this wonderful method to do distant healing, and you can do so many things even within that first class. But to go on with other classes that you need Rainbow Reiki 1 and 2 for, there's also advanced metaphysical healing, which is a fantastic musculoskeletal healing class. I have helped so many people with that, relieving all kinds of back distresses, avoiding back surgery that has been recommended. It's just remarkable. So that's another class that you need to have that background with before you can go on. And then there's the wizard class. I'll stop there, because
I'm writing it all down, even though it's on the website and I've read it all 100 times. I am always intrigued by what is coming forth through the whole Rainbow Reiki system. The whole, it's like it's a universe in itself. It is.
It is. I always like to say what my friend had said to me when we were taking our first class with Walter in Tennessee. She turned to me at one point, and we were both these 3 masters. She said, "Marie, we've been in grade school, and now we're in graduate school." And it's true. It's very, very true. And things, and also 3 classes in terms of one's family relationships, how these wonderful healing methods for healing various disharmonies within your family, your children, your sister, your brother, all those kinds of things, and one on loving relationships in itself, and one on work relationships. And all of these, I can't tell you how many people benefit from these, being able to really zero in on the issue, and to build understanding and learning from what that issue is, and being able to move forward to make this a better situation for themselves as well as for their workplace. That is just really remarkable. How many times I have experienced that with people.
Listen, I started with the Rainbow Reiki class with Walter. And Marie, I have to say, it was one of the first classes that I took. I think I may have discussed this with you. One of the first classes that I participated in through Zoom. And I had a few, human doubts, like, oh, am I going to be able to feel this energy? Am I going to be able to connect with Walter and yourself? And it was unbelievably life-changing that weekend with Walter, and classmates from around the world. Literally has changed so many things in my life, and that's Rainbow Reiki level 1. And like you said, I've been an Asui master also and a teacher, and grammar school, graduate school.
It's so true. It's so true. And that those 2 words, life changing. People who take Rainbow Reiki say that all the time. It is life changing, and it continues to be, because you continue to grow with it. We talked earlier, you and I, about the chakra energy cards, and how these cards are a way of you widening your consciousness by getting to understand what is the spiritual lesson that you need to learn in order to heal, to get through this issue that you have at the very root cause. So you can utilize these every time. You can utilize them for working on long-term problems, and you can also utilize them to help you deal with, like, okay, I have a family gathering coming up. What's the lesson I need to learn from this family gathering? You pick a card, and it makes you think, oh yeah, if I attend to this, I know that it will be a better situation for me in that family situation.
So I use them every day. I tell every day, Lisa and I, at our 9 o'clock Zoom, there's a series, there's a ritual we have, includes the daily word. It includes some other oracle cards, but we always start with the chakra energy cards by Walter, and we pick the card, and we read from the book, and we talk about the stones, the crystals that are tied into the process, the Bach flower essence, oh goodness, there was one more, the aromatherapy, the oils or what have you. So not only are they used in like a healing setting, but for an everyday jolt, I guess, or something to open the eyes and open the soul.
Absolutely.
Tools. And you can buy them. I got mine online.
Yeah, Amazon is a great resource. $24. They're very inexpensive, and the book is so rich in terms of all that it helps you understand about the cards and about healing in itself. All of Walter's books. He's written 25 books in 20 different languages. And I know he's working on 2 more anyway. There's one that hasn't been. Because a couple of them haven't been translated into English, but it's a constant wealth of information and healing. And he's very practical. And he always says, I'm practical, and he is, and that I want to develop things that are going to directly impact people and their lives. And both, as you well know, they certainly
absolutely do. So there's a ton of classes coming up. And you had mentioned the prerequisite of the Rainbow Reiki for many of the ongoing classes that you and Walter offer. If someone has a question about Rainbow Reiki, they can just reach out to you, and you can let them know what's involved and how they would go about doing that.
Oh, yes. I do that all the time. I get lots of emails, and I love responding to questions and helping people. So yes, absolutely.
And just explain a little bit, because we hear Reiki is Sui Reiki, and then we hear Rainbow Reiki. And I know from taking the class and learning a little bit more, the relationship between the two. But there is, correct? This is something, it's almost an expansion of, how would you explain that?
Well, Usui developed, he got in touch with the Reiki energy. And he expanded it during the 4 years that he was able to teach it. He died only after 4 years of teaching it. And when and Hayashi, who was the last person to have learned directly from him, he told Hayashi, Hayashi, you're a doctor. You can expand this further. Usui knew that this energy had great potential for how it can be used to heal, even in many different ways. And Walter, when he recognized that, and he when he first became initiated into Usui Reiki, he began to feel, gee, this doesn't always work. This isn't always helping this person. What else can be done to bring healing to this person? And that's how it all started to take off. And plus, he was developing his own spirituality. He has such an incredible close contact with divine beings. He is constantly being downloaded and having an ongoing relationship with so many divine beings. They work together. They truly work together. And as he remembers things from Lemuria, things aren't going to work the same way they did in Lemuria. Like this Laetian, he had to, with the divine beings, organize the energies so that they would work within our modern day environment. So
that really impressed me when I heard that, with the way that Walter and yourself, you're working with the higher beings to almost, I don't want to say change Reiki, because Reiki is Reiki.
Oh no, you don't.
Right. To amplify it in a way that it is able to be as effective as it was then in our current environment, with all the additional electronics we're around and all the various situations that we deal with, even
the condition of our earth, the condition
right.
of our environment in itself.
Right. So bless Walter for being that conduit and being open to channel that information, and bless you too, because you're changing lives. I was serious when I said, I've had interviews on here, and we can go back into the YouTube recordings, and you'll hear people say, I took singing bowls from a Ray, or I took the angel class from a Ray. So you've been a really, really foundational part of a lot of people's healing journey and what they're bringing to our world. So thank you for doing that.
Well, thank you. I just would like to note, I think somebody might have me confused about the singing bowls, because I don't teach the singing bowl. But I love the thought.
Is there a Marie that does? Maybe that's my mistake, and I apologize, but I do know that many people mention your name because I'm unable to say the name, so it sticks with me. Maybe it was a different modality. Maybe it was the angels.
And the relationship.
Sure. I'm going to go back and find out now. So thank you for correcting me. Oh my goodness. As we begin to wind down, you go, for example, I'm attuned to the Rainbow Reiki level 1 and hope to go on to level 2. Mm-hmm. How, I know that you had sent over a list of things that we can do after we're attuned. Mm-hmm. Can you tell a little bit about that, what you want our talk point? And
wow. Okay. Well, I am teaching Rainbow Reiki first degree August 8th and 9th, in case anybody would like to take that with me. And just to give you a very brief overview, when you finish with this class and you're initiated into it, and there are 5 initiations during the process of the class, you're going to understand not only the 5 Usui principles, but the 3 Rainbow Reiki principles of love, consciousness, and personal responsibility, and how that is so essential to healing, and how the environment also is essential to healing in terms of one's physical body, and how you need to take care of that with all of the proper things and things you need to do within your environment. And then you'll learn these wonderful methods of giving yourself and other people a daily 20-minute healing sessions called the Marchesseault, and it's the Kiss of the Great Goddess. I love that name. That's its name. The Marchesseault is a Lemurian expression, and it means the kiss of the Great Goddess, which is in which every place that you open up a portal for Reiki energy and divine energy to come through, it receives 20 minutes of that energy simultaneously. So it's like as if you put your hands over all these body positions that would take you an hour and a half if you spent it over 3 minutes over each position. All of these positions get 20 minutes of this energy, and you can add things to it. While you're doing this, you can balance chakras. You can put special positions, like if a person has back problems. You can do a special position over the lower pocket on the heels to supply healing energy to that. You can do an aura massage, which is a wonderful way of bringing harmony to a disharmonious aura that's expressed in sadness, or expressed in just not feeling right about things, or whatever is out of whack. This aura massage really smooths right out. You can also, you'll learn how to treat the inner organs, how you can put your fingers into the inner organs, and this can be done distantly as well as in the present. The beautiful thing about it too is because you can create this virtual body, you can create one for yourself, so that you can do all these things for yourself. You can do all these extremely well. You learn how to learn how, when you learn the chakra energy card, you learn how to systematically heal your chakras in terms of the chakras that are impacted by the issue that you have. Healing needs to be issue driven, because what are you healing? What are you healing? You're healing oftentimes physical issues, but what's the story behind that physical issue? What is it that you need to learn so you can grow out of this physical issue? And that's what this chakra energy cards really do provide us. We also learn how to heal with a medicine healing Buddhi, with his lapis lazuli light and his mantras, his beautiful mantras. Those you can use during the healing process. You can use them using the mala beads, and you're taught how to use those, which I love.
I see yours. I love mine.
I have a few. These come from Mount Kurama. A friend had brought them to me, so they're very special. And so you also have these beautiful healing mantras that you utilize after you do this Mariana Saji. You put these healing mantras into the aura, so that they go directly to specific organs that they're geared for, and give extra healing energy to them. You can also put them into water, so that every day you can drink water that will support your healing. I have 2 big containers that I treat every day. During this COVID time, there are certain mantras that are particularly helpful, and there's a set of healing procedures that you can do just with Rainbow Reiki First Degree to support your body during this COVID time. And if people have COVID, to treat them. I actually have a Facebook site for that. If people are trying to, if they have vulnerable conditions and they want to have this treatment, or they have COVID, that they can receive this treatment. We have, I think, 10 volunteers at this point who will offer this half-hour treatment once a day. I think we're 6 days a week. We have it right now. And this week, our friends in Spain, they went through a very difficult time with COVID, and they have Europe, Rainbow Reiki is so much more prevalent. And during the height of things, they had 1,700 people being treated by a ton of Rainbow Reiki practitioners through this process of online connection.
Wow.
So that is the healing method that we are offering, and it's all contained within the Mariana Saji. All these things that we can do, because you can add crystals to it. We've taken a crystal and programmed it with a whole bunch of healing mantras that are specific to COVID-19 related stuff, and so that all you do is just put another placement with that stone, and you can use the essential oils and the Bach flower remedies. All of these things can all be applied within this wonderful method. You also learn this very simple deblocking symbol called the Niraka, which is translated as the ocean of the great goddess, which makes things flow. So that's how it unblocks things. You place it over an organ that is disharmonious, and that's a special position in your Mariana Saji, and the energy flows. It helps it.
I did not know that was the name, the ocean of the great goddess.
Yes, the ocean of the great goddess, and that's again, a word that's named from the language of the Lemurian times. And you can apply all these things to, again, to minerals, I mean, to crystals and to
Mhm.
oils and all that sort of thing, your makeup, to water. You can really supply an awful lot of healing energy through all of these pieces. You can also do soul retrieval. The Shalaya Saji is a way of bringing back splintered parts of your personality in relation to whatever issue you have, to bring that bring them back to your soul, so that your soul becomes whole in regard to that issue.
I
And
can feel the energy um, shifting within myself as you're speaking, and I'm feeling again what it was like to be part of the Rainbow Reiki class. One thing that I love about it is the ongoing support in the community that's been created and continues to grow and shift the vibration of our world through the Facebook page, through the different groups. You do, is it a monthly practice on Tuesdays for
I
people?
I do Rainbow Reiki reviews, so that every class
Yeah,
that I teach, I do a monthly opportunity for people to gather and ask questions, practice methods.
that's what I
So
meant.
it is once a month for Rainbow Reiki 1 and 2, and then we have a wizard class which nobody teaches yet except Walter, and I do run an opportunity for us to gather and share our experiences, and again. Practice methods. And we also have buddies within the group, that people choose somebody that they'd like to practice with outside of these opportunities, because that's how we learn and grow, is to have the opportunity to practice. So we have a lot going on, and I love the growth of our community, and I love the support that we give each other. So it isn't just in class, and I'm always available for questions and consultations if if people are stuck on something, and I'm very happy to do that, because I recognize how valuable this work is, so that I really look forward to supporting people to do it and to heal themselves, so they go on to heal others too at the
And
same.
you also not only teach, but you also have a practice where you can,
Oh, yes.
clients can call you and receive virtual sessions. So that's something else that if anyone's interested in connecting with Marie about, she's a very, very powerful healer and can share these methods with you through Zoom, Skype, or is it Zoom that you use, Marie?
I use Zoom, yes.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
it's more stable. There's more things that you can do with it. So, yeah.
So thank you, thank you. I could talk with you forever in regards to everything, the classes. I'm excited again now to revisit it. Like I said, the Rainbow Reiki really did change my life. I know I'm speaking for Lisa, and I think she'd be okay with saying that it also changed hers. And I'm excited to grow with the community. I'm excited to have Epic to be part of that vehicle that's shifting worldwide with Walter. Please tell him we said hello again. You've always supported Epic through so many ways, and we do appreciate that. And I have to say something. I know we're running over, but I have to say something because I show up real and authentic. About 5 or 6 years ago, I had no clue about crystals or anything like that. And I was walking through a gem show in Bristol, and I walked by this table, and I saw this crystal wand, looked like a little wand, maybe about 4 inches. And I walked by it, and I just put my hand on it, and I said, "Oh goodness, I don't even know." And I kept walking. Well, after my fourth time of being pulled back, it felt like a magnet
Yeah.
pulling me back, pulling me back. I had to buy that crystal. I had no idea what it was until I purchased it, and it was a Lumerian crystal.
Yeah.
And I did not, it all just came together.
Yeah. Yeah. These seeds are within us, and our soul and our higher self tries to direct us in ways that we will be able to grow in relation to what is
Yeah,
truly our soul path.
absolutely.
What is our soul path? So I'm so grateful for you. Very, very grateful for you, Samantha. So grateful for you.
I
And
am grateful for you.
Lisa are doing. Very appreciative.
Thank you. And as we begin to wrap it up and go on with our day, I do want to again thank you and Walter Marie and Walter, for being the beautiful lights that you are. I want to wish everybody a happy, safe day. Please stay safe, keep hydrated. Please keep the pets indoors and hydrated. It's hot out there. So stay safe, okay? Stay in line with who you're here to be, okay? Because it is you that our world needs. And as always, stay tuned. We have a beautiful guest for tomorrow, Thursday at 11 o'clock. And as always, with much peace and love, we say peace out, Epic Scouts. Thank you.
And much love to everyone. Much love.
Thank you. You are so beautiful, Marie.
So are you. Thank you.